Bamba yetu yulie mbinguni. Jina lako litukuzwe. Ufalme wako uje.
Hello and welcome to Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust. Now today we're going to be doing something pretty spectacular. Hi, this is Ashley. Remember her from episode 1? Hello. Today is a major change in Kilimanjaro Safari's history. We are losing Little Red and the Poachers and Wilson this February 4th. Some zebras. We're celebrating his retirement. So we are waiting to ride the very last truck that ever does a poacher scene. So I'll be recording the whole thing for you, but mainly the poacher scene is what I'm going to focus on. So so that time is almost here. Now we got a great crowd. Oh, turn in a second. Don't be so camera. Okay. I am vlogging. So I have a great group of crowd coming to join this. This is our final safari truck group for last poacher scene ever. Say hi, Phil. He's a little camera shy, don't worry. We're vlogging. It's one of our lovely coordinators here for our last ever poachers. One of our lovely coordinators. The lovely coordinator. And of course, Christy, our fearless leader, Christy, is going to be here for our final time. Tear. You should ride with us. All right, so we're still waiting for their last safari, but looks like our number has grown by leaps and bounds. Look at all these fabulous people waiting to ride the official last safari. Hi. We even have a baby, our little safari baby. Hi there, little Ryan.
He was 9 months safari.
He was like, what is going on? So we're almost there. The suspense is now who will drive that last truck. Did you bring? All right, ladies and gentlemen, that moment's come. We are boarded in the last safari truck to Poachers. Everybody wave! Oh, we're dual vlogging here with Josh right here. It's awesomeness.
I want a tripod.
Oh, come on, man.
Tripod. Oh. The camera.
Well, thank you, Christy.
See you in 2 weeks.
Come on, Lauren. It's not like anything bad could possibly happen. Ladies and gentlemen, here in Harambe, we don't say let's go, we say
20!
Jumbo, everybody. My name is Joshua. I will be your safari guide and driver for the next 2 weeks. I know you're all excited. Before we enter the reserve, we're going to check in with an airborne warden who is constantly patrolling the skies of an 800 square mile area, protecting the animals inside from poachers, who, believe it or not, will sometimes try to sneak into our reserve. I'll set up the speakers above you so you can hear them as well. Let's go. Airborne warden, come in. This is Simba 1. Over. Java Wilson. Simba 1 is entering the reserve at the Little Ituri Forest. Over.
You should see lots of animals.
He is right. Already on the other side of the stream to the right, we can see a yellowback's dwiker. It's a little late in the day for some of these animals to be out and about. But you can also see those large okapi. Of course, black and white stripes does not mean a zebra. Instead, it's the closest relative to a giraffe with its long stilt-like legs, skull virtually the same shape as its giraffe cousins, and a tongue that's long enough to clean out its own ears. A watering hole like the one here is an important part of the surrounding ecosystem. A great place here in Africa to find some of the rarest animals as they come to take a drink. On our side of the watering hole, a few saddle-billed stork. The big black and white birds, like any stork, will eat anything they can manage to fit inside their bills, anything from frogs, snakes, and lizards, all the way to mice and small birds. And a 5-foot-tall stork with a 9-foot wingspan can eat a lot of things. On the other side of this watering hole, a big black rhino.
Oh my God, a rhino!
Black rhinoceros is my favorite animal, but even though it can weigh between 2,000 and 4,000 pounds and has a nearly 1-inch thick hide, it cannot protect itself from poachers.
When does it lose its horn and become a hippo?
The reason rhinos are hunted, poached almost to extinction, is for the horn on its head. Not made of anything special, a rhino's horn is not even bone, simply a densely packed protein fiber called keratin. It's the same stuff that makes up your hair and fingernails.
Seriously, it's like epic safari.
Is over the Safi cattle garden.
You're not crossed over yet.
Oh, is there anybody back there that likes hippos? I figured there might be. So I'm going to take us down to the Safi River. Keep your eyes on the water when we get down there. Hippos will be in or around it all day. They can hold their breath for 5 to 8 minutes at a time, so if you don't see any, that doesn't mean they're not here. And if you don't have a good view at first, don't worry, there's no telling what's just around the riverbed. As I cross the water here, I'll drive almost sideways on the next riverbank, and it will be important to remain seated. We don't want anyone to slip. Hippos here tell me there should be more around the corner. Hippos always live in large river groups with a dominant male. Big male hippos can sometimes weigh up to 5,000 pounds. That's 2.5 tons. Way too big to swim very well. They tend to sink to the bottom of the river. But they will come ashore about this time every day to eat up to 100 pounds of vegetation, as hippos are primarily nocturnal. Now is about that time of day where we'd see hippos almost out of the water just as much as in, with a calm settling to the water. We'll keep our eyes on the riverbanks. But take a notice of all these birds, the pelicans, the cormorants, dozens of waterfowl. The presence of these birds may even be important later. A bridge we'll be going over shortly is unreliable at best, so it will be important to remain seated, though you all are doing a great job. I'm proud of you, except for you, Troy. It's not TV, I can see you too. With all the wildlife in the river, I'm never surprised to see Nile crocodile. To be convinced that a croc is real. But remember how many birds we saw with the hippos.
Those are fake.
There are no birds down there. What did you guys do with the clapping? You got them to think this is feeding time.
That was pretty.
This is symbol 1. Go ahead, Wilson. Copy that. Thanks for the tip. We're headed in that direction. Over. We are heading out of the forest now, out onto a savanna, where I'm sure we'll see, as Wilson suggested, a few different animals. At the base of this hill, a large beige-colored antelope are eland. So far as I can tell, these are all female, but a large male eland can stand 5 to 6 feet tall at the shoulder and weigh. You can also tell, because males are a little bit taller, they have a larger, more pronounced dewlap. And that's the one I drew a picture of up there. But just because we're out of the forest doesn't mean we're out of the woods just yet. Keep a weather eye out to the left by these cliffs. There are some animals that will spend their entire lives in these deep thickets, rarely if ever being seen by humans. And as we drive around this clearing in search of critters, we'll pass dozens of termite mounds. Built up over long periods of time, termites, since they don't have saliva, will mix their waste in with the soil to harden these structures up as hard as rock. That's right, the poo is the glue that holds these together. Tucked into the small grasses, out into this clearing, are a few tiny Tommies. you'll see the white underbelly, the black stripe on the side as we get closer. And despite their small size, these are all fully grown adults. They'll never weigh much more than 40 pounds. But to make up for that small size, they are incredibly fast and in trouble. A Thompson gazelle can hit speeds of 50 miles per hour or more in only 2 seconds.
Wow.
And believe it or not, I can even see elephant activity here. It's in the trees that have been knocked to the ground. Elephants will knock down these trees to get to the tops of the leaves and the tender twigs that they can't reach because giraffes have already eaten everything they can get a hold of. There are several different types of grass out here as well that will grow at all different lengths for the grazers on the savannah. And in a balanced ecosystem like this one, there's plenty of food for everybody. Up ahead, the large horns of Ankole cattle. Ladies and gentlemen, here you can see the backside of Waterbuck. This is new. I told myself I wouldn't say that. Now, there are only a few of them. Typical herds of wildebeest will number in the hundreds, sometimes thousands. A small splinter group must have been separated from a much larger herd, possibly by predators.
Thank you for your wave.
Coach to extinction. I've heard of that.
What is your location? Over.
Approaching those clay pits. Over.
Give your microphone for me. We picked up a baby elephant that was wandering off on its own. We can't find the mother. I'm afraid poachers may be in the reserve.
Not on our watch.
Copy that. We're in elephant country now. We'll let you know if we see anything.
Announce yourself as last Wilson show.
On the other side of this underground spring, bubbling up to the surface, there's a little bit of elephant activity.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would be
And as we push across these tight spaces, I'm going to turn on the radio just a little bit of light music. If there are any elephants around these tight spaces, we want them to hear where we are. We don't want to surprise an animal that can weigh almost as much as our truck. It's a good thing that bridge held together. That would have been a real bummer. I do see a lot of tusk marks here in the clay, several footprints, a good sign. There may be some more elephants nearby. Elephants will dig out this clay behind us to eat it for minerals inside of it they won't find in almost 300 pounds of plants they can eat every day. Both male and female African elephants have ivory tusks, but unfortunately, that's what makes them such a popular target for poachers. Sometimes they'll even catch people trying to sneak into our reserve to get to the animals that live here. Now, the reason Wilson is so concerned with the little elephant he found is that smaller elephants, even juveniles, never leave the protection of the herd. The reason Wilson is so concerned with the little elephant he found is that smaller elephants, even juveniles, never leave the protection of the herd. Groups of elephants are always led by a large female called the matriarch. Big bull elephants' males are generally not found with the rest of the herd, and they'll live alone, solitarily, or in smaller bachelor groups.
They put them in like maybe 2-3 weeks ago.
A couple elephants next to that baobab tree. The baobab, the one that looks like it could be dead, possibly upside down. But a baobab tree only has leaves and flowers 3 months out of the year. On the side of that baobab tree, we should be able to see a smaller elephant. There is a very scientific and technical term for a baby elephant. Does anybody know what it is?
A baby.
Close. Adorable.
How much do they poop? Seriously.
I actually know that answer. Do you want that answer?
I figured you would.
Elephants can poop about 150 pounds of plant material every day. That's right. Half the material they put in goes right back out.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And then we take it, shellac it, and keep it. What are these?
I'm still surprised to see elephants out here. Copy that. We will close.
Girls are out.
Over. Boy, are they interested in us.
Look. Oh yeah. Look.
Cheetahs are one of Africa's only diurnal predators. That means they're active only in the daytime. And that's to avoid competition from larger nocturnal hunters like lions, leopards, and hyenas. But now is that time of day where all of Africa's predators will be active. Cheetahs will make their last runs of the day, giving way and rise to the larger hunters in Africa. Way too many.
We'll spy you.
Way too many trainers on my truck.
Got a lot of spars.
Just around this corner, and on top of the next hill, are rocks. They are Kopi rock formations, a hot spot for predators. There's always something up here. Whether it's a cheetah on the rocks, a leopard in the trees, sometimes we'll even see lions on the top of this hill. All predators.
It's a little awesome. Good job, buddy.
Size.
He's occupying the
Lion bird.
Hang on, guys, hang on. A lioness.
A savannah. Why did I call him that?
Comprised of several. I only see one. If they are on the hunt, they'll crouch behind tall grasses, like the ones around us. Excellent ambush hunters, they blend in very well with their surroundings. It is a good picture, I might as well, you know.
Hold. Hold, please.
Mira.
Squiggly horned antelope up ahead. Addax are actually a desert antelope and can survive a 20-year lifespan on only 2 drinks of water. But I find that hard to swallow.
He's probably gone already.
Keep your eyes open for warthogs. Big pigs are Africa's largest burrowing animals, and we'll dig out the holes you can see on the side of the hill. You can see a warthog backed into his burrow.
It's a baby rhino.
Well, it's not like anything bad could happen. I mean, like, what could possibly go wrong on a 2-week safari this close to sundown that might even be close to... What do you think, guys?
Let's go!
Listen, this is Symbol 1. We are on our way. Tell us where the poachers went. Over. We've cut through Magani Gorge instead. We're going to try to head them off. Hang on back there. I have a feeling this road's going to get a little bit rough. If the poachers kept going straight, we may be able to catch up if I can just find a way through these geysers.
No geysers!
That doesn't look good.
They can blow at any moment!
Wilson, come in. This is Simba 1. We found the poacher's camp. We're going to try to drive them to your position. I just hope we're not too late.
That was epic.
My friend. Good luck.
Everybody, Kwa-Herini Wilson!
Thank you so much. If it weren't for our help back there, I'm not sure we could have chased those poachers off, but we've done it. We've saved the day. We are way off our journey. I'm going to have to cut our 2-week safari off a little short. I'm going to drop you off just around the corner. But before you go, make sure you check the net bags in front of you. Watch your hands on the doors to the right. Watch your step on the way down. I hope you all enjoyed your safari this evening. I know I did. My name is Joshua, and you all have been fantastic.
Everybody, Kwa-Herini Wilson on 3. 1, 2, 3. Kwa-Herini Wilson!
Na utukufu atamelele. Amina. Kwako ufalme lako na nguvu na utukufu